Pleased with
We
them? Proud of the boys? Or?
Oh, they were fantastic. Fantastic. But there's bigger questions that will be asked tonight. That's hard one to take. Hard to watch, but we see what's going on.
Did you feel the referee lost control of the game?
I'm not going to talk about the referee. I would actually talk about the whole. We watch it. We see young referees coming through. We see development referees coming through. And sometimes we've got to accept that at the level that we've at. They've got to learn somewhere. But we've got to ask, if somebody's watching that, we used to be able to see a performance of them, but we don't see it now. And the bottom line, the refereeing department, I'm not interested in their opinion. They might say they are, but I've watched them some performances with Queen's Park, and then you'll look in 2 weeks, poor performances, again in our opinion, which doesn't count, they're not interested. And then in 2 weeks' time you see them doing televised games. So there's no accountability, none whatsoever. And we watch, we'll see where the appointments come and where they go, the level they go at. But that was just hard to watch.
It's even harder to take, Gus, when you've put so much into it and the boys obviously
That's what
play so
happens.
well.
That's what happens. I could sit and I've told them down in the dressing room what we think of them, but they know that, you know, and it's difficult when you have to put up with that. A goalkeeper holding the ball, I've not seen that in about 15 years. That incident pulled up. So, ask questions.
Did the referee speak to you at all after the
Oh,
game?
aye, he's not interested in his performance. He'll be assessed. The assessor will tell him his performance. That's it.
In my opinion, I think his stand side assistant was just as bad.
You could put that in print, we can't say anything. We always hear they work as a team. But we're still watching it week in, week out, we see it. And I can accept it. I can accept it with development referees. There's a lot of time and effort, but has it been channelled the right way? The assessors, we should see their reports because we don't see it. They're not in. The worst thing is they are not interested.
Is that the thing that hurts them most?
They are not interested in our opinion. There's a them and an us. We get a reputation for being critical and not tolerant. But wow, it's hard. It's hard when you see that.
Is that maybe the biggest change for your day, Gus, that the referees have a different attitude now? You can't speak to them, or you can, but they won't speak back. They won't tell you what. They won't
It's
explain
the way
anything
it
to you.
is. It's but it's just when it's not even that game. It's over the last the two games. The first game as well, but it's not so much. So many decision making in terms of that you see and you question it, and I know there's always a reason, there's always their opinion, but some of the tackles, there was a deliberate handball. There was a deliberate handball. I'm going off on one now, but who cares? But that's not a yellow card now. It just depends on the situation. Yeah, then there's a heavy tackle. The boy should have been off the pitch because it's a deliberate handball. Doesn't matter in the situation, as far as I'm aware, but
That's the one he caught.
then we get told, read the rules. There's the arrogance that we get. Read the rules. But then we question other things, but it's just an arrogance that comes with it. But that's not directed at that one performance. That's just the way we have the relationship between the department and the football side of it. I said, it's not there. One meeting a year, just because you have to, doesn't sort anything. They are not interested in our opinion, that's the bottom line.
Well, Ian, we know you weren't well at the weekend there, so you couldn't do an interview. You're still looking a bit stressed today, and after that match, it must be tough.
Yeah, it was, you know, and just like I did to the written media, I'll give Queen's Park, you know, an awful lot of praise. They were terrific, and you know, in the cold light of day, Ayr United deserved to win the football match. Of that, there's no doubt. I mean, possession stats must have been unbelievable, and ironically, you know, we had our best chances in the first half. We had 3 just gilt-edged chances, and we did it the hard way. And going to penalties, you're always thinking, surely Fleming can't do it again, but he did. And we took an awful lot of good penalties as well. 5 out of 6 were terrific penalties, and we got through. And you know, it's a cup tie, and you really just want to go through. But you know, we're never going to be against Queens. They've got good fitness levels and well organised team. They're doing well in their division. You have no divine right to win these games. But as much as I give Queens all the praise in the world, we deserve to win.
There were a couple of incidents in the game, and we know Gus McPherson is raging at the moment about some of the decisions against him. But for Ayr, it looked like a stonewall penalty.
Well, listen, there was loads of decisions that were poor for both sides, but the one that would really influence the game, well, there's two. I mean, the linesman has said to the referee it's not a free kick for their second goal, it's not a foul, and the ref's 20 yards away and gives a foul. And the Brian Gilmore one's just, I mean, if Gus was honest, he said to me at the time, that's a stonewall penalty. And it was a stonewall penalty kick, and that's a huge decision, you know. So I don't think they covered themselves in glory for either team.
Yes, Gus was saying there that, you know, he feels that you don't get a chance as managers now to really talk to referees or be part of helping them to develop, and he feels that that's something that needs to come back.
Well, to be honest, I'm not really interested in that type of thing. I'm interested in Ayr United. The grand scheme of football, I couldn't care. I'm just pleased we're in the next round.
So it's a tough one. We've got teams from the league below again. You've got a chance as Clyde and Stirling Albion as well. Yeah. Two teams that are doing pretty well at this moment.
Yeah, but listen, we've got no divine right to beat anybody. I arrived here 2 years ago. We were getting turned over by Stennismuir and Brechin and Stirnar. So we've no divine right to beat anybody. It's a huge game for us on Saturday. I think we'll really have to think about making a good few changes to try and get the team fresher. But it could be a launch pad for us to go on another run. We've only been beat twice in 11 or 12 games, but unfortunately we can't get over the line and win some. So Saturday will be a good time to start.
You were talking about possible changes. Young McGuffie came on again today and seemed to change the whole play around in the last third for the.
Yeah, I mean we went 3 right up when Forrest and McGuffie and Harkins, and McGuffie was excellent. And listen, the boys, I've said it before, he's got a huge future. It's about just putting him in at the right times, but he's making it really hard now not to put him in the team.
Craig Moore also getting on the score sheet again. That must be great for him, having come back only last week. Tired a bit near the end, maybe?
Well, he was a bit tight, so after being out for so long we didn't want to push it, but he's not one that'll be rested on Saturday. He'll be going again. He was a threat, he scored a goal, he missed his easier chance out of the two, but he's a goal scorer, and he'll work his socks off, and he'll get stronger. This game will actually do him the world of good.
I know you talk about it a lot, and I always bring you back to this, but the fans again tonight, what a great amount.
The fans were magnificent. The way support this season has been nothing short of incredible. I mean, the backing that they've given the players, and I mean, I don't say that in any sycophantic way, because sometimes fans are terrible, but these ones have really backed us, there's no doubt.